have to settle.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Coon Hub. Accepting reality is one of the biggest issues they face today, and it's one that they'll keep failing at, because they refuse to acknowledge where men and women differ. In this video, I'm going to show you how women purposefully avoid or disrupt any argument that holds their feet to the fire regarding personal responsibility. First, I want to hand over some credits to the Poor Man's Podcast. I don't know how guys like this mind the patience they have, but my drill would have been broken at the 2-minute mark talking to these rocks. And speaking of rocks, this is why men don't try to win disagreements anymore, especially in relationships. They're choosing to go where they can focus on being more productive, while feminine women appreciates and supports them. Anyway, let's dive into this.
10 out of 10.
Women. Really?
Women are more responsible for failed relationships in 2021.
Why do you feel like that?
Because, okay, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna start it off with a question. All right, let me go and warm up a little bit. When a man DMs you, what makes you determine whether you respond or you don't respond?
I'll be honest with you, I don't take anyone serious that slides into my DMs. Like, that's not where I'm looking for a relationship from.
The first giveaway. She just admitted that the guys in her DMs are only there to give her free attention. She doesn't take them seriously, but you can be sure that they will be used for resources. If a woman finds out that you're drooling over her, she will use it to her advantage.
Like, that's not the mindset I have. So if I respond to a DM, it's based on what you say to me, and it's on a friendly manner. I don't go based on relationships from Instagram.
So you've never built a relationship with somebody through messaging. That could be DM on Instagram. It could be SMM. What is it? MSM on
A relationship, never.
You've never.
All my relationships, I have met that person out and about.
Basically, what I'm trying to get at is women look for the wrong things in men, and that's what leads them to a lot of the problems that they have in relationships.
Are you sure that
What he just stated is an observable fact, but watch how she tries to downplay it.
that's not women looking for the wrong things in men, or men are looking for the wrong things? Because let me ask you this. Let's turn that question around. What made you DM that woman?
What she look like?
Yeah, so men, y'all base that DM on what she looks like, and y'all have no idea what she has in her head, what she has going for herself. So you're telling me that women go based on the wrong things, but you're going based on nothing but physical. How's that not the wrong?
I'll explain that for you, Lizzo, the second. What men and women look for in each other are not the same things. Men are visual at first, but it doesn't mean we can't detect damaged goods. Most men know that the chick he's trying to get inside of is not worth his time. But that situation is like the urge to take a whiz. We don't care where we gotta go, we just gotta go. But we would never go buy a broken toilet to take home. Remember, we are the consumers and we have to inspect the goods first. And that's the same with women. Will I be comfortable with this product long term? With women though, it's a bit different. It's pre-selection. A woman cannot be interested in a man, but it will only take her peers to give him a bit of praise. You know, saying things like, he's packing, he's got money, all the other women wants him, for her to reconsider how she's gonna treat him going forward. Do you see how the group can manipulate what they find attractive? It doesn't work that way with men. And added to that, a lot of women have a desire to try and fix broken men. She wants the world to say that her WAP must have been the thing that converted him.
Well, men are visual creatures. And I think where women fail, especially in 2021, is women try to be the same as men. I think at first it was about equality. Now women want to be the same as men. But nature has a different role in that.
So men are allowed to be physically attracted to a woman, but women are not allowed to be physically attracted to a man?
You are, but if you go for a man that's physically attractive, then you're looking for the wrong things. Don't you want a protector and a provider?
So you just said it yourself. If you go for him that's physically attractive, you're going after the wrong things. But then you turn around and said the question was, women are the reason why relationships are failing in 2021. You could have just told me men are physical. When you go after physical, you're going after the wrong thing. So how are men not the issue?
Well, men and women are different. You gotta understand that. Off the rip.
So
and I know that's controversial. You can't even say that nowadays.
He did poke a hole in his argument. What I think would have been a better answer is that attraction plays a huge part in how we select. And that goes for both men and women. What keeps us attracted though are completely different things. For men, a woman's gotta have a few brain cells, keep herself up, and doesn't nag. For women, their main concern is gonna be the type of lifestyle you can provide. Because if you should see some of the men that beautiful women get with, you'll understand that attraction is not really a big deal. Not bashing those guys, I'm happy for them, but we understand what makes the wheel turn.
You can't, because how are men and women different? We were both born the same way. We both have the same mind.
Bullshit.
So do you think men have more options than women?
Way more.
So if you text every man in your phone right now and you say you want to smash tonight, what's your success rate on that?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, men have more options. She didn't think that one through. Do you know why a woman will never tell you the amount of guys she's slept with? It's because most of them were just for fun. They weren't viable options, so they don't count. However, she will rant on about those who broke her heart, because those were the ones in her book of dreams.
Okay, now ask me the same question.
That's different.
It depends on how you look. That's what I would answer to, and if you ask for my response on that. So what I'm basically trying to say is women have the sexual selection, so you get to choose who you want to be involved with.
Men are easy. That's the only reason why I can say 100%.
So how can you say men are easier to get with, yet we have the most options? That doesn't make any sense. So there really is no shortages of men. Just the ones that you're interested in. So in your mind, there is a shortage because you can't find what you want. This is typical of the modern entitled female. Guys, she's telling us to our faces, you're not a man if you're not what her idea of a man is. And you hear it all the time. A real man does this, a real man does that. And it always seems to be what benefits them.
The thing is, I feel like women are not as easy to get with than as men are. And it is what it is. Like, men can be in an entire relationship and you can tell them, hey, I want to tonight. And they will jump on that. And they will forget what they have at home.
You have just destroyed your own argument. That would prove that they don't have many options. It would be easier for women to reject an approach because they get it all the time. Men don't. A guy is going to be asking himself, what did I do to deserve this? Women don't ask themselves that question. They think it should be automatic.
But I feel like women think a little bit more into that before they make that decision.
Okay, basically what I'm trying to get at is this. If you want a man that can protect and provide for you because that's a male's role, why are you judging who you want to be with based on appearance?
Because you have to be sexually and physically attracted to a person. I feel like why do we have to accept the bare minimum?
It's pretty clear that she haven't been paying attention to what women say they want from men. And trust me, it's not the bare minimum. Some of their demands will make your head spin. But I think some of those things are just disqualifiers, because for the men they really want, they don't have to do much. Some of these women will even spend their own money if they can find a guy that will make their friends envious of them. That's kind of what it comes down to. Finding someone that will make their friends jealous, but also gets the approval of their family.
But for men, we have to come with 100%. We have to check off every box. But as women, we have to be like, you know what? He provides. He's loyal, so therefore he doesn't have to be physically attractive.
What boxes are y'all checking off? Let me know what you...
We check off everything. We are smart.
Okay.
We provide. We're good wives. We're good mothers. We come from good homes. We can cook. We can clean. We're good in bed.
Does she actually believe what's coming out of her mouth? Either she's completely delusional, or poor man has a time machine. From what dimension did this one come, bro?
Like, everything that we have to mount up to, we do. And I feel like as women, unfortunately, we have to settle.
But you looking at like situations like Sierra and Future. Look at their situation. You dealing with a man that's been around the block, he got kids, he ain't been taking care of his kids, and now you want to lay up with him. And this ain't even something that's celebrity. Only reason I use celebrities is because we all know them people. I could go to the hood right now and show you hella relationships that's messed up because it's a dude that's a crackhead. He got 3 or 4 baby mamas. He ain't doing nothing with his life. But because he look a certain way, all these women want to lay up with him and date him based on potential. But when you're talking about potential, are you talking about Will Smith before he became Will Smith? Because that's potential. Are you talking about Barack Obama when Michelle Obama held him down through law school? Because that's potential. But are you talking about a dude that's just sexually attractive that ain't doing that with his life and you hoping that he get it together one day while he living off of your refund check?
I feel like that's easier said than done. Like you said, you want women to go. You're telling me women should date based off potential, but as soon as we do that, we get called every negative name in the book.
And that is confusing to women because of their misconception. A lot of women don't think that they should have to be a part of how a man gets to his maximum potential. For most, he have to already be there. Their idea of potential is a man who's capable, but she's sitting around waiting for him to get off his rear end. When they talk about potential, they're not talking about men that are driven. Men who take the necessary steps to make sure that his goals are realized, because she's gonna have to give him a break and be supportive. Something a lot of women today lack. And a lot of women are afraid of a man being successful, because in her mind, he's gonna trade her in. That's highly unlikely if she keeps doing what he admires, and not try to steal a spotlight from him. Chrissy Teigen and Jada Pinkett Smith are 2 such examples. They want to be boss chicks so much that they're willing to risk losing their husbands.
If we look at a man and say, hey, he has a good job, he can financially provide for me, he might not be the best looking, but I look good, we automatically get labeled a gold digger. But you're telling me that's what we should be going after. But you're also saying that, look at Brittany Renner.
You don't get labeled a gold digger for choosing a man who will be able to take care of your children. You get labeled a gold digger for getting with a guy because of his resources, with no real intentions of being with him. Family men and sugar daddies are not the same things. Do you want a stable family structure, or do you just want to be spoiled?
She went after a guy that could financially provide for her. He might not have been the best guy, but would you consider Brittany a gold digger?
I would consider her an opportunist, for sure. And I think that her resume shows that. And I think that that's why she's catching the flack. She's catching the flack because she promoted herself and branded herself as a woman that would go after men for a check.
Why can't we go back?
Brittany Renner got all that heat because she proved to the world that she's got a few wires untangled, and she was bragging about her desires to use men. If it was just that the relationship failed because of indifferences, no one would have anything to say. But she's all over the internet doing outrageous things.